Who was the first human? It's a simple question, but the answer is anything but. To truly understand who the first human was, we need to go back, not just thousands, but millions of years. Back to a time when our ancestors were not yet human, but something in between, creatures standing at the crossroads of evolution, inching toward what we are today. So, let's go on a journey through time, to find the very first human. The line between apes and humans. First, we need to define what we mean by human. You see, humans didn't just appear overnight. Evolution doesn't work like that. Instead, it's a slow, gradual process where tiny changes accumulate over millions of years. Technically, we belong to a group called hominins, a branch of primates that began evolving separately from chimpanzees around 6 to 7 million years ago. This split is where our journey begins. But here's the challenge. Evolution is not like flipping a switch. There was never a single day when a non-human mother gave birth to a human baby. Instead, every generation changed ever so slightly, making the question who was the first human really difficult to answer. The first step toward humanity. Our search takes us back about 7 million years to one of the earliest known hominins, Sahelanthropus cadensis, discovered in Chad, Africa. This species had both ape-like and human-like traits. Its skull was small, similar to a chimpanzee's, but its spine connected in a way that suggests it may have walked on two legs. Walking on two legs, bipedalism, was a crucial step toward becoming human. It freed up our hands, allowing us to make tools, carry food, and eventually build civilizations. But was Sahelanthropus cadensis the first human? No, not yet. It was an early experiment in evolution, but it wouldn't be until millions of years later that something truly remarkable happened. Lucy, a step closer to humanity. Fast forward to 3.2 million years ago, and we meet one of the most famous human ancestors, Lucy. Sahelanthropus, Lucy definitely walked upright. Her knee joint, hip structure, and spine curvature all showed she was well adapted to walking like us. Lucy was an upright walking ape, but not yet a true human. So, we keep moving forward. Now, let's fast forward to around 2.5 million years ago. This is where we meet a game changer, Homo Habilis, literally meaning handy man. This was the first species in our lineage to show advanced tool use. Crude stone tools found alongside Homo habilis fossils suggest that they weren't just surviving, they were actively shaping their environment. And this is important, because tool-making means planning, thinking ahead, and problem-solving. Their brains were getting bigger. So, could Homo habilis be considered the first human? Some scientists think so, but others argue that we should keep going, because something even more significant was about to happen. Rise of Homo erectus. Then came Homo erectus, around 1.9 million years ago. This was the species that truly started behaving like modern humans. They made more advanced tools, controlled fire, and were the first to leave Africa, spreading across Asia and Europe. They could cooperate, communicate, and adapt to different environments. Some scientists believe that Homo erectus was the first true human, because, in many ways, they lived in a way that was much closer to how we do today. Enter Homo Sapiens. But our journey doesn't end with Homo erectus. Around 300,000 years ago, something remarkable happened. A new species emerged in Africa, one with an even bigger brain, complex language, and the ability to create art and culture. This was Homo sapiens, us. Unlike our ancestors, we didn't just make tools, we made art, music, and religion. We developed language, told stories, and built societies. And around 70,000 years ago, we did something no other species had ever done before. We left Africa and spread across the entire world. This was the beginning of the global human civilization. So, who was the first human? There was no single first human. Evolution is a slow, gradual process. Every generation looked slightly different from the last, and over millions of years, small changes added up to create us. But if we had to pick a turning point, many scientists agree that Homo habilis or Homo erectus were among the first species that truly set the stage for modern humanity. And now, here we are, Homo sapiens, the last surviving branch of a family tree that goes back millions of years. But the question remains, will we be the last? Because if history has taught us anything, it's that species don't last forever. If you enjoyed this journey through time, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon, because this is just the beginning of the story.